It hasn't snowed yet this winter. Bare trees and dead patches of grass that are usually made more palatable by blankets and drifts of white loom outside the windows like corpses that were never buried. It makes it difficult to keep from wandering into the darker corners of the mind and ruminating on the inevitability of that final moment that awaits us. Thick, wet coughs come from down the hall, the kind that sound as though they have clawed their way out of the lungs, struggling against one another to be the first to escape. A few seconds of breathless gasping go by before they return. I wait outside the door once the fit subsides, wondering if I should enter. After a minute of silence, I retreat. This is what they told me it would be like at the end. The endless parade of grave-faced doctors and specialists who I'd encountered during the months prior. They had only been words then, almost meaningless, just as meaningless as the reassurances they gave me about how strong and supportive I was being. As meaningless as telling her she was brave in the face of certain death. She'd wanted to be home when it happened, she had insisted. She'd refused hospice or at-home care. She wanted to be with me, and only me, in our home for the little time she had. I'd done my best to make her as comfortable as possible, dutifully attending to her minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. That's all she had left, they told me. It was only a matter of days. Those days turned to weeks, and now, over a month, into the dead of winter. And still, not a single flake has fallen from the sky. Yet the clouds above are dark, billowing, brooding. The air around me swirls, and I sigh. It is finally here. She is awake when I return inside. Her frail body seems to have sunken into the bed. Her eyes pierce mine from behind hollow sockets, the only remnants of the vibrant woman she had been only a short while ago. You'll never guess, dear, I say, it's snowing outside. I want to see. She gives a faint smile, her voice like rustling leaves. Of course, I grip her gently, turning her over to face the window. Beautiful, isn't it? So beautiful. So beautiful. The flakes drift to the ground, slowly accumulating. Slowly. We watch them for a while. When I finally bring myself to look back, she is blanketed by the white of the linen and the pillow held over her face. The house is much too still without her. Final. Absolute. I find myself back in the blizzard, holding my shaking hands open to the sky above to catch the furious flakes. In the warmth of my palm they begin to melt, before dripping a dark crimson onto the unblemished white at my feet.